Whatever the opposite of a reading slump is, that's me right now. I've had a great reading weekend. I never normally get much read on the weekend with 2 kids. And so I've had a great reading weekend. I've read quite a few books. Well, 1 book, 1 novella, and half another book. So that's great for me. And to top it off, I've had just a smidge, just a tiny smidge of book mail. There's barely anything here, really. And technically this one doesn't even count because this was a gift. So my lovely partner chose a book off my wish list for me, which I always get a little bit nervous about when he starts going through my book wish list, because there are some choices on that list. He chose Hawk by, now my head wants to say Jesky. I don't know why, but I've heard other people just say Jesse Hawk. But I want to pronounce that C in there so hard, so yeah. So he chose this one for me. So I was a little bit concerned because I didn't think that this was a cheating book until I opened like the content one, and it's like, this book contains heavy elements of infidelity throughout. I don't do well normally with cheating, but I am giving this one a go. And see how it goes, because it sounds great. I've heard only the best things about it. All I know is that the girl has a boyfriend already. They have an ex-convict move in with them. I don't know if they all end up together. I don't know if she leaves the boyfriend. I'm assuming she cheats on him because there's infidelity throughout. There are a lot of trigger warnings in this as well, so don't go into it lightly. And it's a standalone, and there's a spin-off as well, which I also want to read. So we will get to this one at some point. Then we got a couple of books in vintage, and I have told myself I can only get books now if they are in the same series, or like a unicorn book that I really want. But these technically count because I already have the Madison Kate series, and this is kind of a spin-off. So this is a spin-off, so I'm counting this as the same. It is book 1 and book 3 though. I do need to get 2 and 4. But this is the Hades series by Tate James. So the first one is Seventh Circle, and then this third one is Club 22. And they are beautiful, and I had to nab them up because why not? I haven't read these yet. I have read the Madison Kate books, so I am itching to get to these as soon as. Then I strayed from my usual world of books. I got some from We Buy Books, which is a fairly newish one to me, but you find them on eBay. So I got Ambrosia by C.N. Crawford, and that is book 2 for the duet, which starts with Frost. I think it's called the Frost and Nectar series. All I know about the series is that the FMC at the beginning of Frost, she walks in on her boyfriend in bed with another woman, and she goes and gets drunk, and then she starts bad-mouthing the Frost King, some kind of king. Ooh, he's a Sealy king. Ooh, bad fate. So she starts bad-mouthing him. He overhears it. And there's some kind of competition that he has to hold to, competition for a wife kind of thing, and he makes her enroll in this. I think because he doesn't want a wife, so he wants the one who doesn't want him. I don't know, but it sounds like a wild time, and I love C.N. Crawford's writing, so I had to complete the set. I've then been adding to my Devney Perry collection. I haven't read any Devney Perry before, but I am building my collection for when I get in my small town mood, which I feel like I'm going to be in as it gets into the cozier months. So we got Timid, which is book 2 in the Lark Cove series. I already have Tinsel, and I have Timeless, which I think are books like 4 and 5. So as usual, Jamie collects things out of order, but when you see them for a good price, you have to just nab them like now and build the collection over time. It feels more satisfying to do it that way. I don't know why. I have 3 books in the Lark Cove series, as well as the Eden's series, which I think I'm going to start first. Then picked up 3 books in the Lady of Darkness series by Melissa K. Rorich? So bad at names. That one. Still waiting for one of the books to come, but I've got book 5. which is Lady of Starfire. She is a chunky beast. And then for some reason, I don't know why this book is blue. I don't know why this is blue. This is book 3, Lady of Ashes. I don't know why it looks so different, because when I look at all the other books online, they're all black. They're all like this. So, I don't like this. I don't like this. Font isn't even the same. That's bothersome. That is bothersome. We may have to switch this one out. Fine, it's fine. We'll get the rest of the series slowly as we do. I mean, we've got 3 and 5 now. I'm super excited to read this series, even though she is a chunky series, but it's a completed 5-book series. I've heard it likened to, so if you sort of liked Throne of Glass, but more adult, and just, you know, more, then this was recommended. So I am very excited for that, because I love Throne of Glass, and I love myself a badass FMC. So very excited to read these, even with the blue book. And last but by no means least, I got myself Taken to, I want to say Sasor, Taken to Sasor by Elizabeth Stevens. I've read the first 2 books. I absolutely love them. I devoured them. I've got this edition of Taken to Phyrexia. If you couldn't tell, it is a alien romance. They don't all look like this guy though. They do look different. There's different species of aliens, but mostly sort of like this. So I read those and I love them. So, and when I saw that Elizabeth said that this one, book 3, was actually her favourite in the series, well, I have to get it now. I have to get it. So I have this now. I don't know when I will have time to read all of the books. You know, I've got a lifetime. I've got a lifetime to read all the books, so it's fine. We pick them up depending on what mood we're in, and we roll with it. But yes, let's let the good times roll with the reading.